Welcome to This Week in West Hempstead, sponsored by Spiegel Law PC, 516-873-1683, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reister's Bakery. Here are your hosts, David and Norm. Take it away, gentlemen.
All right, thank you, Dan. And Norm, great to be back in the studio.
Always good to be here.
If anyone in the audience, if you happen to hear, banging noises, somewhere near our studio, someone's putting in a new roof and, lots of noise, and we apologize for that. But Norm, what's going on with Reister's?
Big time. There's now ability to ship Reister's anywhere in the country. Now they're started in the first 3 or 4 states. You can get fresh Reister's delivered in a couple of days. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, always a disclaimer. We have a great business relationship with Reister's, so there is some aspect of self-promotion here as well, because we were the ones who built the website. And when I say we, I'm really referring to Dan. This was this was an efforting to get things going. We also took a lot of new images of their incredible cakes. And I don't know, Dan, what are your thoughts?
Listen, it was a heavy lift, but it takes a bit to bring any website up to perhaps the next level, and it's a real opportunity, I think, especially for those of us here in town. If you've got friends you'd like to send cake to, we can now do it, and in fact, we can ship throughout the lower 48. We are not sending to Alaska. Sorry, folks, if you're up in Alaska, but it's a tremendous opportunity. We've got a little bit of a limited supply of products just to get started, but we're really going to be adding stuff over time, and you'll be able to get Reister's great stuff sent to you. Listen, you're in Pennsylvania, Florida, you're in Connecticut, knock yourself out.
Yeah, so go to ourbakery.com. It's their website. You'll see it on Instagram. We're just super excited for them, and we wish them all the luck on their new business venture. So Hall's Pond, again, we always talk about Hall's Pond, and it's such a crap hole, whatever.
But they're putting some energy into it now.
Right. So they built that playground, and the playground needed some upgrades, and I think they did it.
Right, so they laid down a new flooring, which was desperately needed.
Yep.
There were potholes all over the place, so at least it's safe now.
Yeah, and apparently also the storm drains have been cleared. There was some debris that was removed. There are new liners added to garbage canisters to prevent animal damage. So, again, also the Civic Association is always right on top of this, making sure everything is done and whatever can be done. And, of course, on the other, also we're in an election year with elections coming up. So things magically, just somehow start to happen.
No, but the truth of the matter is, if Marina and the rest of the crew over at West Hempstead Civic are not on it, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, so
it just doesn't happen.
So really great to see the progress at Hall's Pond. The pond itself kind of looks okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of my question. Is we went through this whole thing about the dredging, and then they're going to keep dredging, and then the environmental stuff came out, and all the geese came back, and all the rest of it. I'm assuming that means that end of the project is done, dead, not happening again.
No, Norm killed the project because when Norm came in here and told us that, I think it was the DEA, I forgot which organ, DEC. When they put a hold on it because of everything that happened, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I gave him the go-ahead. I don't know what the problem was. And nobody called me. I let the geese back in. I don't know what you want from me.
And that poor turtle, the fakakta turtle, I hope that's like glowing orange. Oh, my God. It's
First of all, it's the resident turtle. It has every right to be there. It was dropped off by one of the residents. I'm sure he's happy. It's clean water.
But let's underline that. Do us a favor, folks. Don't drop your turtles in the pond.
Yeah.
There's places you can go, I think Alley Pond Park, but go talk to them if you want to donate your turtle or whatever. Please don't just release these things into the wild.
Yeah, and again, just a reminder, don't feed the wildlife and don't bring bread there. It's really bad for a variety of reasons. Just don't do it. So, we've been talking about, banning cell phones in high schools and middle schools and all that stuff. I guess they didn't get the word out to ban guns in schools. So, our next story in Uniondale, a 17-year-old was arrested Wednesday after security found him carrying a loaded handgun while attempting to enter Uniondale High School. Police charged him with multiple counts of criminal possession, and he was just arraigned in youth division at First District Court. So, I mean, we're always worried about, all sorts of things that can happen in schools and, the world that we're living in. And here you go. You have kids that are bringing guns to school, let alone, cell phones.
It's a new level of craziness. I mean, back in the day, I never, ever heard of a kid bringing a gun to school. And we had some pretty tough kids in school, but nobody needed a gun.
It's just an interesting point because I was listening to a podcast a few weeks ago about a guy who grew up in Brooklyn in the 1950s. He maybe went to Madison High School.
That was a tough school.
But apparently,
my mother went to Madison. I hope it wasn't that tough.
No, but apparently they used to teach firearm usage or like target shooting in the high schools, and they would have rifles that they gave to the kids. So it shows you how different it was from like the 50s to where we are today.
It seems like it's the same. You bring your own rifle.
Yeah, yeah, except for it's not a class program.
It's
unbelievable. Survival of the fittest.
I assume that story's true. I would imagine that in the 50s that they would have.
I'm not that surprised actually, because they had, I'm sure, all kinds of clubs. They had bowling clubs. They had different things, and so they had a shooting club.
Bambi Club.
It was well. If you find any deer somewhere in the middle of Brooklyn, good luck to you. But, listen, kids are going to do things. They're going to do stupid things, and I don't know if Uniondale High School is one of those places that has to have metal detectors or what. Again, we're living in difficult times right now, and thank God they caught the kid.
Yeah,
right. So that's the bottom line. They did catch him, and they did disarm him, and he was arrested. So, look, it's a lesson for the rest of the kids.
So, you talk about kids doing stupid things. What about cops doing stupid things? This story is a little bit wacky, and it ends up having a West Hempstead connection. So there's a story in the papers about the Suffolk DA charged an officer, Leonard Cagno, 39, of Oakdale, with stealing $200,000 from a fellow cop who was recovering from an illness. Obviously, terrible story. The person then allegedly went on to get a new car and spent it on gambling and all this other stuff. So where's the West Hempstead connection? So apparently the person who's being indicted claims that the money was part of an investment that went to a BW Media Consulting LLC, and the BW Media Consulting LLC, according to public records, is in West Hempstead. Not only is it in West Hempstead, but it's on Madison Avenue, not far away from the Echo Studios.
From where we are now.
Yeah, so
I'm sure there'll be a follow-up story on that.
Yeah, the police officer was suspended without pay. Due back in court October 22nd. Again, crazy stories. Yep. Always with, a little bit of a West Hempstead twist with it.
Little flavor. I will say this is one of those things that always catches my eye. What people are willing to go to jail for. And this is, I guess, slightly better than like the $15,000 to $20,000, but like you're willing to risk your career, your pension, all the rest of this to go to jail for $200,000. And I've said this, and it's only a half a joke. If you're going to risk going to jail, go to jail for Madoff money.
Yeah,
like for $65 billion bucks, it's worth going to jail. For $200,000, you really have to ask.
It's a real problem, and again, part of the underlying issues here, online gambling, and especially online sports gambling, is becoming like a real.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. This is sickness. I mean,
yeah,
really
it's so easy. It's like, listen, I got kids and son-in-laws, who were, much young, in 20s and 30s. And, I tell them, I go, listen, me personally, I would never want to even download one of these sports apps because it would seem like it's just too easy to, we're ready for the kickoff. I'm going to go place a bet.
Not only that, they sucker you in with free money, free turns, 3 spins. I mean, it's everything necessary to get somebody into a bad habit.
Yeah. And, speaking of free spins, you know what? We're not free. We're paid by advertisers, so we're advertiser supported. So we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Hi, I'm Jeff Wenger, owner and operator of Tiffany Dry Cleaners. We've made things even easier. Schedule a cleaning pickup just with one click on our new app or website. And don't forget, we offer free pickup, delivery right to your door. Tiffany Dry Cleaners gets it just right.
Norm, we were just talking about, free spins. No bigger spinning of the wheel than on Wheel of Fortune. So I think we should have caught this story last week and we missed it. But there's a resident or West Hempstead native, Gabrielle Berkowitz. He won $86,000 in cash and prizes on Wheel of Fortune very recently. So there was a big watch party and lots of excitement around this. And according to the story, he also was a huge winner in the fact that he lost 200 pounds since 2021, and he's now training for his first marathon.
Unbelievable.
So congrats to Gabriel Berkowitz, on all fronts. It's really amazing stuff.
That's a great celebration.
So moving along to the library, the Central Nassau County Rotary Club is collecting towels, soaps, shampoos for Interfaith National Network Homeless Shelter, and donations will be accepted at the library through November 28th.
Great.
So that's...
Do we have any updates on that Library of Things stuff?
No,
Do
the
you know anything
things...
about what's going on? What kind of things?
I was in the library a week ago, and I didn't see any things going there, or anything. No, I saw lots of things. We saw the Cone of Silence.
Right.
No one there.
A couple of books, I hope.
A couple of books, some of the normal stuff, but no things. So I still don't know what the Library of Things are.
Yep.
But I think...
That's exciting. It happens to be an exciting sounding program.
Yeah.
I'd like to be able to go and rent a lawnmower.
There you go. I will say they did a little bit of home improvement,
disclaimer.
library improvement over there. I think they replaced some of the carpeting or something. In
Yes,
the children's
carpeting
room,
looks great.
Yep.
They fixed up all the areas that were impacted by that flood, that I had a while ago, and they're making lots of progress. Still not aware of any issues relating to accepting credit card purchases at the desk, but reference desk, that is. But I'm sure they're getting there. One of these days, one of these years, they're going to get it.
Did you get your PIN sorted out yet?
No Pin, no downloads. I still read the physical books. Love to take out books at the library.
Everybody go look the word Luddite up, and I think it applies here, so it's all good.
Stop it. We're back to school. Classes are filled up. So we have that, beautiful Hank new building that we see on Hempstead Avenue. Just wondering, what's going on there?
So, Norm, do you know anything about this? My hearing is, look, the kids are in school. There's still parts of it not quite done yet, but Norm, maybe you know better.
Yeah, so there's a second phase that they're working on now. The first phase is hugely successful. All the kids are in brand new classrooms, brand new furniture. They're working on the cafeteria/gym, which is the second phase, which they're hoping to have done by the end of October, sometime in November. Parking lot is open. Kids are being picked up pretty well. Doesn't seem to be too much of a traffic problem. They've got very good traffic direction at the intersection. She really keeps things moving, and so
I was going to actually ask about that because I was thinking that the corner of Nassau and Hempstead Avenue and Woodlawn Road was going to be an absolute disaster in the morning. I haven't been by. Have you seen it? Do you know?
No,
what it's
I
like?
haven't been there in the morning, but I do pick my grandchildren up in the afternoons at about 5:00, and there is absolutely no problem. problem. I mean,
Wow, that's great.
She has total control of this. She keeps everybody moving, regardless of whether the lights, red or green. She really, she's amazing.
Listen, it's great to hear. But we talk about the traffic issues. This is way before even the first resident has moved into the Heatherwoods apartment. This is way before this social hall, Takana Hall, whatever you want to call it,
on Woodfield.
It's going to be built on Woodfield. So in the future, that whole general area could have multiples of traffic from what it has right now.
Well, it's up to the county and the town to make sure things move along. I mean, it's going to be hugely densely populated.
Yeah, I will say I wouldn't be terribly shocked if at some point they put a traffic light up there at Woodlawn. When you got a school there, and look, the kids,
well, there is
it's young kids, and they shouldn't be leaving school during the day crossing the street, but there's a pizza shop across the street. I'm wondering if down the road that may be coming.
Well, a block off of Woodlawn, right at the corner of the post office, there's a traffic light. So there is some traffic control there.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah, so glad to hear that Hank is off to a great start. And just a reminder, this coming Sunday, you have the West Hempstead Community Support Association Street Fair, and it takes place between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m.
Right,
So,
and the Rotary Club had an announcement, right? Weren't they collecting towels?
Oh, yeah, we did, yes. That's at the library. You can bring in your towels and soaps and shampoos. And
The street fair, you go out there, there's almost certainly going to be stuff for kids. There'll be probably bouncy houses I think they've had, and probably be people selling ice cream and stuff. Just do yourself a favor. Don't try and drive down Nassau Boulevard. You probably should think twice about going down Hempstead Avenue just because of the spillover traffic, but should be a great time. Go over and visit, say hello to Maureen. I'm sure we'll be there at the association. Go down there.
There'll be tons of politicians. And
right, the Boy Scouts will be there. You can stop by their desk and inquire about signing your kids up.
Yeah, and if you like a good bouncy opportunity, this is your place. Usually have a couple of food trucks, like an ice cream vendor and a couple of other.
Again,
it's a
10
place to
a.m.
meet the neighborhood.
Yeah, again, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday.
Get your jewelry. So wrapping things up, we got our weekly specials over at Reister's, Dan.
Yeah, I didn't see anything specifically listed. We've all been a little busy there, but I will say they've got a whole host of things for Rosh Hashanah for those of you celebrating. Too late almost certainly to get it shipped out, but by all means stop into the bakery. Honey cakes, cookies, all kinds of other cakes. They have parve things, they have dairy things. Stop in at the bakery, and of course, if you'd like to order stuff for yourself or somebody else, go ahead and go online, ourbakery.com.
Yeah, the honey cakes were great. We had one because Dan and I, were taking images of it, and I was able to have a little honey cake before Rosh Hashanah. It was amazing. So stop into Reister's for everything holiday related. And
my vote is the marble ring cake.
Oh my God,
big time.
It's just putting on the pounds. All right, so that's going to do it for This Week in West Hempstead. I want to thank you, Norm, and thank you, Dan. Yeah, have a great holiday for our Jewish audience. Happy and healthy New Year, and we'll be back soon. Take care.
Take care.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please be sure to visit our sponsors, Spiegel Law PC, Tiffany Dry Cleaners, and Reister's Bakery. To find out more or to reach out to us, come visit us on social media at Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at westhempsteadecho.com.